Skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
What? 19. Start.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory. So they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, it's Williams. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. 4 on 10 for Broncos. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Start.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now Wilson. His throw's going to be incomplete. The Broncos at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll go on the ground. On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
36 power.
Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First down carry for Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Again, it's Henry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running left, it's Henry. Powering his way forward, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it's Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Henry running right. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On play action, it's Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it complete, Derrick Henry. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Chiefs.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose at the 40. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still going double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll give him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's 2nd and 21.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, alert,
And Wilson going to change things up here. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play. Henry again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 6-yard line. 198 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Jerry Jeudy, and he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
2nd and goal from the 1.
I'll pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams. And he stopped immediately there. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They run. It's Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always